Everybody, this is Lila in Hawaii. Here's a little girl coming out of the mist. She's called Colette, and she's one of my parlor dolls, and I wanted to actually make kind of like a little video of her before I send her off. She has been sold. She's going to New York, and I'm in Hawaii. Anyway, I just want to kind of give you an overview, and for my own records really, how I made this particular one. I had the torso printed onto cotton, and then I backed it with some more dark colored cotton, and then I soft sculpted it, which means you push matching thread through and make little indents here and there. I know I made some across there, and there are some through the neck here, which gives her face like more shape in here, so her face is sort of in relief. Whoops, this way. There you go. Her face is in relief. I'm going to put her over here and move the camera a little bit so maybe you can see better. She's 15 inches tall, so she's quite large. And then this is her petticoat here, which is kind of the same color as my desktop. And then for the skirt, I have several different fabrics. I have this, it's almost like a metallic ecru lace. And then I also have two different colors of embossed velvet, and then I'm just going to put this, and then some regular velvet, and it's silk velvet. The way these are done, they're a little bit time consuming because it's all done by hand. I sit either in front of TV or on a rainy day or something, or I sit on my lanai, and I can make one. If I work constantly at it, I can make one in about 4 hours. So after I've made the torso, which goes down to here, I always start on the skirt, and I drape and ruche and fold and tuck the different fabrics I've decided upon to resemble, in this case, a kind of a bustle and a skirt, and she's called Colette, so she's French. And then on the back, I pull those around to the back, but they don't have to cover the back entirely, but I do pull those fabrics around, and then underneath this velvet flower that I made with a little bit of tulle, I tucked some sheer, it's georgette, that's kind of a tea color, and that's her petticoat. So I tucked that under at the back, so that's fastened, it's sewn under there. And then on the front, it hangs down like that, and I put a trim on the bottom there. All the edges are basically rough, you don't have to turn them under. And I know on the camera it's looking a lot more coppery than it really is, it's a lot more dark brown. But there are two different colors of velvet. This kind of velvet, which is burnout velvet actually, and then here is the silk velvet. The flowers and leaf, the leaf is a velvet leaf, and the flowers are a mixture of my own ribbon flowers and my own velvet flowers. And then she has little puff sleeves, which are little, like little yo-yos you might say, and you just sort of sculpt them as you go, and you poke the needle through from one side right through to the other and sculpt it. So the last thing I do is decide on headgear. She had dark colored hair, and I didn't want to cover her face because she's got a sweet little dainty face, so I just put a little bit of netting there because they wore that kind of veiling in those days. And then I took some brown wide ribbon, that is there, and kind of ruched that up, and I sewed that to the back of her head, and that sort of resembles kind of a hat, but not really. Then I hung some little lace flowers there and put another ribbon flower right there, and that's the only adornment, and that looks really cute. Seems to suit the French lady. So I thought I would take a picture of that and show you, and I hope you can hear the birds because they're really going crazy today. So that's the top of her. There's her skirt. And she really is quite pretty. I'm always sad to see them go because when I make them, I put a lot of my own sort of spirit into them, you might say. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.